Welcome to Unboxing Startups Founder Talk. I'm your host Supratik from Unboxing Startups. Today we have co-founders from Dental Dost.
Hi, myself Rajat. I'm the co-founder at Dental Dost.
I am Dr. Vidhi, again a co-founder at Dental Dost.
So tell me something more about your startup.
Yeah, so Dental Dost is your virtual dentist in pocket, right? So when we came up with an idea to start something of this sort, we first decided to start it as a blog, just like yours, and understand the potential audience, and then come up with some tech solutions around the real world problems, right? So we ran dentaldost.com as a blog for over a year between 2018 and 19, conducted some closed user surveys, and we realized that there is a decent need for dental helpline. So we have helpline for everything. We have helpline for fire, even for cardiac arrest, there is helpline now. But for dental emergencies or even dental consultation for that matter, there is no independent, unbiased helpline. So 2020, we launched Dental Dost as a 24/7 helpline run and managed by dentists. Then came the app, which is your virtual dentist. That's something Vidhi can probably explain about.
Yeah. So coming from a dental domain and having been practiced for over more than 5 years now, what I realized is people are aware about all the conditions which are happening in their overall body. But when it comes to oral health, the level of awareness is very least. So, and also especially dental pain is present at the almost last stages of your dental diseases. People often don't understand the disease has already started and it's worsening. Unfortunately, dental diseases are irreversible, but they can be prevented if you follow a very good oral hygiene routine. So through app, what we are also doing is, making people aware and have included oral health routine, which is very much necessity in their life, daily life to, basis. Also with the current level of stress and pandemic around, the stress level has gone really up, and this is the time where people need to make some serious changes in their lifestyle and habits so as to have a very good oral and overall health. So through our AI-powered machine learning app, what we have, now people are able to assess their oral cavity, understand what's wrong with their mouth, get a probable diagnosis, a treatment plan, and start with their oral care routine sitting at their home. So that's what we have been working on.
Okay, if you talk about the pandemic situation, how difficult the time was and what challenges you faced during the second wave, especially in India?
So yeah, challenges were many. Pandemic helped us to make people understand that telehealth and especially teledentistry is possible. So first wave of pandemic was obviously difficult, but since people had a shift in their thought process and the overall acceptance of delivery of telehealth, it made us easier to make them understand that now they can even take this kind of teledentistry sitting at home. Second wave of pandemic got all the more diseases what we can see around, especially the mucormycosis cases. So we feel glad and fortunate that we were able to help and diagnose over 26 plus cases of mucormycosis and saved these lives, from getting their eye extracted or even death. So it was actually an eye-opener thing for people to make them relate and understand that oral and overall health are directly related. And if they see any kind of changes in their oral health, they should not be taking it for granted and definitely do not delay it and get an immediate attention and start with whatever home remedies and followed by treatment which is required in the dental clinic.
So I want to know that how did you decide that where did you establish your business, where did you establish your startup? Because majority of the newbie entrepreneur, they don't know that how to proceed with the things. So being a successful entrepreneur, how did you decide that this is the best city or this is the best location where you should start your business?
So being a digital first and digital only platform, I don't think location of your startup should really matter. Pune happened to us because we have been staying here for quite some time. Otherwise, I would not really treat geography as a restriction for starting up. It can be from anywhere.
So my next question is, you self-funded your startup, or could you please tell us how to raise funding? Because that's a major problem what every startup founder face during the beginning. Yeah.
I think your customers should be your first investors and founders. We have, as a startup, we have always been revenue focused. Though, I mean, first 1 and 2 years, we self-funded it using whatever little money that we had. And for us, I think our team members are our first angel investors, right? They have been with us supporting the company for quite some time, for over 3 years. So funding is, if your purpose and mission is aligning with your team, funding kind of really happens. Ultimately, it happens from customers itself.
So when it comes to marketing, what strategies did you implemented to market your startup?
So I think we followed a very simple strategy of marketing. If your product is good and people have used it and experienced it, what is the difference between normal dental care routine that they used to experience and what is the new side or the new trend of receiving telehealth, they automatically would promote through word of mouth. So our marketing channels have truly been very direct, nothing indirect marketing so far. So when it comes to reaching out to customers directly, if it is through either social media or having some offline connects with a few groups like corporates or societies, or the kind of audience which is already aligned towards the same process of having good health overall or fitness. So whether they are wellness centers or fitness centers. So through these centers, our initial set of audience, what we figured out, people who are already wishing to have a good health, it was easy for them to accept why oral health is also good. And then we kept on, the radius kept on increasing eventually towards people also who were not that open to be healthy. But now with pandemic, and especially as I mentioned in the second wave of a pandemic, with mucormycosis cases, now people have been aware and now they themselves are approaching. Even if they are not facing any dental pain, yet through our solution, if they have diagnosed some initial stages of diseases like caries or even gum problems, bleeding, ulcerations, they approach to us and they want to know what are the solutions that they can implement right at this stage to prevent the grave consequences further.
So to put it in simpler words, we have been running dentaldost.com as a blog since 2018. So search engine optimization plays a very big role when it comes to marketing for us. So whatever queries and leads that we get, are majority of it are organic and they come from search to our website and then to one of the solutions that we have.
So my next question is, what suggestions or what guidance you would like to give to the upcoming entrepreneur who want to step into this industry, right? Because as we know that many upcoming entrepreneurs, they have an idea, but they don't know how to proceed the things further.
Yeah, so one advice that I would like to give is start small, be very lean. Start with, first try and understand the problem that you're trying to solve. Create a small solution and run prototypes within closed user group, and then think of expansion and look for profitability. At least have a plan and roadmap towards profitability from day one.
So my next question is, what have you enjoyed the most about starting your own startup?
So number one would be the learning curve which we get. Usually, see, if we have started our own company, which is in a dental tech space, as of now, what we are running, you get an overall perspective of what's happening in oral health market, not just in India, but globally. You have that bird's eye view and a deeper understanding of problem, and you have that the strategies are all aligned to serve a bigger purpose. About now, what we are trying to solve is to make India and eventually the world rid of oral diseases. Oral cancer is something that we are working on to India being oral cancer capital. How can we treat these diseases on a national and then a global level? So this kind, I think, is not possible if you're just running a practice or doing, not running a startup. Is what I feel.
So what do you think, what are the qualities entrepreneur should have? What are the qualities of a good entrepreneur?
I think number one would be being a great leader. You cannot be a boss and just command your team to do it. You have to make your hands dirty, get into the system, understand each and every player, and treat everyone as your teammate and not as an employee. So being a leader, being a leader covers a lot of things, like being a very good listener, a planner, a good team manager, project manager, etc. Second would be being consistent, not giving up. There would be highs and lows, but keep going, pivot your way if needed, but do not give up.
It has been noticed that many entrepreneurs start their business and they start thinking about the profit that they expect, the profit at the earliest. So what guidance you would like to give to those in entrepreneurs who think that profit is the main part, right? So when an entrepreneur should expect the profit or kind of a thing, what is your suggestions?
So I would say reach and market penetration should be the focus in initial stage, at least first year or so. Second year, you can start thinking more about revenue. What most entrepreneurs that I have seen usually do is, in order to target revenue and profitability, they keep changing horizontals within the same business space. That sort of doesn't work out in today's market, because you have to be consistent with whatever vertical that you have chosen for at least few years and then expect results. You can't expect results on day one.
Okay. Now I will ask a quick rapid round from both of you. So I expect 2 answers from one question, right? So you just have to answer as short as possible. So when are you most productive, morning or evening?
Morning.
Morning.
Summer or winter? Winter.
Summer. Anytime.
Who is your inspiration and why?
Yeah.
I'll start. Satya Nadella. If there are many leaders, but one of the CEOs that I follow and leaders is Satya Nadella. Why? Because he's very optimistic, I feel, and the curiosity to know everything and understand is something that I love about him.
Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you be?
I would very much be here in Pune.
Same here. India, Pune.
Yeah.
Reason?
Well, I have built a community of developers here. I have close connects here. So starting something and launching it is sort of easy. We understand the market geography. So even if we come up with any project or initiative idea, testing it within a closed ecosystem is sort of easier, where you have spent a majority of your life, right? So
that is, I think, reason number one. Reason number two, I would love to give is weather. So I think in India, after Bangalore, Pune has the best weather, and it's one of the most livable cities in India. So definitely Pune.
True. So what would you change about yourself?
About myself, I kind of get into micromanaging once in a while, where I feel, I can focus more and give a lot of opinions, whatever the team is doing. Although somewhere at the back of my mind, I feel like I should take a step back and let them handle and, trust them with their work. But, I sometimes just penetrate and try to micromanage, which I would like to change about myself.
I would like to reduce the amount of coffee that I have every day.
Okay. What's something that you do not like doing?
You do not
like doing.
I don't like filling task sheets.
So it's something very different, not work related. Whenever I'm doing my workout, I don't like upper body workout.
Okay. And what is your upcoming projects, or what are the challenges that's in your pipeline? Anything you want to share with us, the future view?
So on the tech front, we are coming up with something related to cosmetic dentistry very soon, using the technology. Multiple challenges with it. Of course, nobody has done this before with AI and ML that we are trying to do. So that's been a good learning experience.
I think you have given me one more reason to feature you again in a coming future.
Certainly. Looking forward.
Yes, definitely.
Well, that's the end of the interview, and thank you, both of you, for this insight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
And we are sure every viewers will get some from this interview. Thank you for interviewing with Unboxing Startups, and best wishes for your future projects and upcoming endeavors. Yeah.
Thank you, Unboxing Startups.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you soon.